All right, we're going to see spreadsheets in this video, and I also asked Google Gemini to make a cover of a, oh, hey, where'd it go? Make a cover of a Nirvana song. I lost it, man. Oh, is it right here? There we go. Generating your track. And we're also going to see if he'll do a cover of a 50 Cent song. And CJ, have a great day. All right, man. All right, and so we got our song here, and I'm not going to share it with you if you're watching this online because, you know, too difficult. But you do have a link to all of the statistics stuff. And what up, gangsta? I want to hear that one too. But we're going to learn a little bit about spreadsheets here. And my entire approach to this class is to be thorough, methodical, repetitive, focus on the fundamentals, right? Make sure that you get 80%, not worry about the 20%, which is like all the minutia and details. And I want to keep things as simple and straightforward as possible. And so here with spreadsheets, it's helpful to know about spreadsheets. Somebody asked, you know, spreadsheets, it's been a while for me. So I want to show you a little bit about spreadsheets here. Just think about clicking. So I come down here and I could click on this worksheet tab and I could choose duplicate. And I duplicated that worksheet tab, so now I have 2 copies. And then maybe I just want to work with this data here. I don't need all this. So I'm just going to delete all this out here to the right by highlighting those columns. Just click on the column. You could click on a column, like I could click on that column. And then I could hold down Shift and do my arrow key and select more columns. And then hold down Control and click it on a Mac, or just right click it if you're on Windows. And I could delete those columns, right? And then if I want to select all my data, I could click right here to select all my data. And if I wanted to sort my data, I could go up to my data functions and I could say, hey, data, and I want to sort data right here. I want to sort a range of data. I could say advanced range sorting, and my data is header rows, and I want to sort by, like, you know, maybe species name, right? And I could choose sort. Now it's sorted all my data by whatever the species name. And let's say I don't want that yellow highlighting. I could select all my data again, select all my data, go up here to this paint bucket and choose reset. It takes away the yellow highlighting. And this is the most important thing to know about spreadsheets is all formulas start with an equal sign. So I do equals, and I can just start putting math in here, 4 plus 7, right? It's going to say, hey, do you want to autofill this? I'm going to click no to reject that suggestion. But that's what I did. And I could go to view, and I could see, I could show my formulas. And notice there's a keyboard shortcut there, Ctrl Backtick. Backtick is usually the top left area of your keyboard, usually under escape. So if I do Control Backtick, it'll show formulas, show results, show formulas, show results. So all I'm doing there is pressing Control Backtick over and over and over to toggle between show formulas and show calculated results. So all formulas start with the equal sign. You could also do formulas with a point and click method. So equals, and I can say, hey, I want to take this number here and I want to add it to this number here. I'll do that number there. Right? And press enter. And so now it's adding these 2 numbers together. And I could double click this to see, and it highlights, see the formula, but also it highlights, you know, which cells it's acting on. So this is column F, row 3. So this is cell F3. This is column F, row 4. So this is cell F4. All right? And so if you know that, and then anytime you enter a new number, right? Like let's say I make this 3,700. As soon as I press enter, this is automatically going to update, right? Let's say I make this 4,200. As soon as I press enter, this number here, the 7,800, automatically updates because it's taking those 2 numbers, whatever 2 numbers are in those cells, and adding them together. Okay. And let's say that I have a bunch of numbers. So I'm going to get these numbers here, Control C, and I'm going to just right click right there. I'm going to choose paste special, and I'm going to choose transposed, and it pastes them instead of in columns, it pastes them in rows. And I'm going to copy some more numbers. I'm going to Command C, copy them, and then right click here, paste special, and choose transposed. transposed. And now if I do a formula here, and let's say I have some multiplier, right? And my multiplier, I'll put right here, multiplier, like maybe it's a tax rate, 0.785 or something, okay? That's my multiplier. Here I could do a formula. I could say, hey, this number plus this number, okay, multiplied by that number. You get it? And I could put dollar signs in front of the column reference and also in front of the row reference. This is I1. And putting dollar signs makes that an absolute reference. Absolutely always hold the column reference and the row reference the same. All right? And now what happens if I copy this, I Command C that, and I paste it here. Look at what it does to this formula. It takes the two cells right above it, okay, H3 and H2, adds them together, multiplies it by that. This one takes the two cells right above it, I3 and I2, and then multiplies it by the I1. This takes the two cells. So these first two cells are relative references. Relative to where this formula is, it adds up the two cells right above it. And then it absolutely always multiplies it by what's in cell I1, because that's an absolute reference. And you can see this if I copy this, just one at a time. So Command C, Command V. It took the two cells right above it, relative to where the formula is, add up the two cells right above the formula, and then always multiply it absolutely by cell I1. And then copy it here, take the two cells right above it, copy it right here, take the two cells right above it, right here, take the two cells right above it, L3 and L2, add them together, and then multiply it always by I1. You get it? Absolute references versus relative references. You understand that about Excel, you're going so far. And then the last thing you need to know is that there are all these different functions. And you could go look at the functions. Here's the function list under the help menu, functions, right there. And you could do things like equals sum. And now you can say, I want to sum up those two numbers. And you could use a function. And that notation, H2 colon H3, means H2, 283, H3, and everything in between. So if I did a sum right here equals sum, and I select all this, it's saying F2 to F13 and everything in between. And you can see that's what's highlighted. So that's using a function and using range notation. The first cell, the last cell, separated by colon means everything in between. That's your intro to Excel. Any questions? Okay, good. And just keep working it. It'll become more familiar.